the ministers. About 4 of them are violating the rules made by this parliament as far as the dressing code is concerned. I can see Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Minister of Guang, Honorable Minister for Energy, including the elderly member of parliament from the side of NRM, and another member seated there. Honorable Speaker, if we start violating our own rules of procedure, it means this parliament shall go astray. The procedural point I would like to find out from you, Right Honorable Speaker, is it right to continue accommodating, especially the ministers who are violating our rules of procedure? If it's procedural, okay, Right Honorable Speaker, you allow them to exit until they change on that dressing code. I beg to move.
Honorable. Yes, I think, Honorable Anya, we joined this parliament together with you. You used to raise matters of land. Now today he has gone to dress code. The rule says a member shall dress in a dignified manner, stipulated as that. So I know that my brother, my young brother, and the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker has made some guidance, and the matter was referred to the Rules Committee. For now, as you see, we are getting stuck into the old. But it's the rule now, but we shall need to make some. Let's wait for the Rules Committee. For now, the people before me, you mentioned, they are dignified. They are dignified. But you've been referred to the rule, the members mentioned, you've been referred to the rule, and that is still the rule. So I wonder whether I have given with one hand and took with another. But the truth is, when we joined here, Kaunda suit was allowed. Kaunda suit, there is nothing more African than a Kaunda suit. If you can allow a kanzu in the rules, here, a kanzu is a kanzu, a pair of trousers. Must you tell somebody who is putting on a kanzu that you should put on trousers and a jacket? So if you can allow a kanzu, we should be. I don't know how it was removed. I used to be a chair of rules, and we left in there Kaunda suits. It must be decent. But now in Uganda, you can't have a Kaunda suit. So, well, let's wait for the Rules Committee to yes, that's the Vice Chairperson of Rules Committee. He wants to give about the number of matters of national importance here. We handled out of 14 or 15, we handled only 6. Because every question requires some response. And now we have the Prime Minister, the first female Prime Minister of Uganda, here. You know, that is also a truthful fact, historical fact. The first female Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda. We have her, but she came 2 minutes to the time. Okay. Please go ahead, Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker and members, good afternoon. Today I had an opportunity to interact with the security chiefs in the country, and the issue of the security situation in Chitugum came up. It so happened that there are people who had been arrested. There's a man called Okero. He calls himself Geno. He was arrested, put in prisons of Chitugum, but they later found that he was fighting with every prisoner there and injuring some, and he was transferred to Rozira. He served his sentence and he went back. And then he started from where he ended. And that's where we have issues with our judiciary. Because now the man is back, he started where he ended, he's now more sophisticated. We were told there was a security committee meeting yesterday of the district, and the security committee requested to be beefed up with some security as they hunt for this criminal. And I know they will arrest this criminal. And another criminal gang that is coming up, they call themselves Iron, I'm forgetting the name, Iron Bar, something. So I thought I should give you this, that government is trying is trying every way to make sure that this criminal is rearrested and brought back to prison.
Thank you. Clerk, Prime Minister, call the next.
Item 4 on the other paper, statement by the Right Honorable Prime Minister on government business for the succeeding week, 25th to 27th August 2026, pursuant to Rule 29 of the Rules of Procedure.
Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker and members, pursuant to Rule 29 of our Rules of Procedure, allow me to present the business of government for the succeeding week, that is 2027, August 2026. Right Honorable Speaker and members, we shall come up with a statement by the Ministry of Water and Environment on the weather forecast in the country. The second one is a statement by the Ministry of Local Government on the status of upgrading markets in the cities and the municipalities countrywide. The last one is by me on to the response of the leader of opposition to the state of the nation, which was by His Excellency the President. That Honorable Speaker, I beg to submit.
Thank you. Next item. And Right Honorable Prime Minister, you should have been told by now that we shall be getting into a recess from 3rd. Our recess, does it begin on 3rd or? Yeah, begins on 3rd. For 3 weeks. And we want all the businesses we are going to condense everything before 3rd. Thank you for this. Next.
Item 5 on the other paper, Prime Minister's time.
Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker and members, as you are aware, we have both written and oral. So let me start with the written questions. I got one question from Honorable To Edward Agago. He says Agago district has had the lead in Acholi sub-region in voting for the ruling party for several years. And his prayer is, when will government upgrade Patongo Health Center 4 to a district hospital? That Honorable Speaker and members, this is my response. And that Patongo Health Center 4 is one of the facilities that the government recently upgraded from Health Center 3 to Health Center 4. in line with NDP4 and the Ministry of Health Strategic Development Plan 2025-2026, 2029-2030, government has planned to upgrade its high patient volume health center force across the country to community hospitals. Patongo Health Center 4 being one of the facilities serving a high patient load and a large population will be among those prioritized for upgrade to a community hospital status in the short term. A community hospital is mandated to provide services equivalent to those of a general hospital, including comprehensive emergency obstetric care, surgical services, and patient care. Members, the upgrade will be done progressively. The first phase will involve the construction of 30-bed healthcare capacity, and which will expand the bed capacity of the facility to 60 beds. This intervention is planned for the implementation in the financial year 2026-27. I got another question from Honorable Okeyo Peter, Bukoli Island. I think this is Namaingo district. Government put a ban on fishing of carpenter fish, mokene, using hurry up and recommended chota, leading to high prices of feeds for poultry and animals as mokene forms part of the feeds. His prayer is when will this ban be lifted? But Honorable Speaker and members, my response is that in February 2024, as a measure to eradicate the harvesting of immature fish, government through the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries banned the use of hurry up and the other bird fishing methods. These methods are illegal under the Fisheries and Agriculture Act Cap 314 and the fishing rules 2010, which are currently in force. Further, following a presidential directive, the ministry also banned the use of lights for the night fishing. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, hurry up was specifically being used for harvesting silverfish species, mokene, moziri, and lagogi. This method is illegal and dangerous to our fisheries sector because it is non-selective. It results in the capture of the large quantities of both targeted and non-targeted fish, especially juvenile Nile perch. This posed a very serious threat to the sustainability of fish stocks in our water bodies, particularly Lake Victoria, Lake Choga, Lake Albert, where silverfish is predominantly found. Honorable Speaker, government reaffirms that hurry up and all other illegal fishing methods remain banned. Enforcement actions will continue to be applied against the use of such methods on all water bodies. Furthermore, the fisheries and aquaculture regulations that are soon to be tabled before this Parliament will prescribe alternative sustainable methods of harvesting silverfish. I got a third question from Honorable Mugabe Robert from Kitagwenda. Right Honorable Speaker, according to him, during the recent works on the Uganda, Kabujogera, Mahioro, and the Kabujogera Rangers Road, the Minister of Works and Transport only carried out pothole patching, leaving the Mahioro Muhindaje section untouched, which is now impassable. And his prayer is that, can I please update the House on the matter? My response, Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, is that the roads listed above all fall under the Ministry of Works and Transport and are supervised by Uganda section. During the financial year 2025-2026, the station successfully carried out grading works on all the roads under Kitagwenda district, with the exception of the Mayoro Buhindaje road section, that is 8.1 kilometers. Right Honorable Speaker and members, under the approved financial year 2026-2027 quarter one work plan, the station has prioritized intervention on the Mayoro Buhindaje road through the force of on-account operations. The planned activities include grading works and installation of culverts. The works are scheduled to commence this month. Number 4, the question came from Honorable Chiwanuka Sulaiman, Machifoma County, Mukono. The member raised an issue on the alleged illegal sale of Rugazi Catholic Church land and the intimidation of church members and local leaders. His prayer is requesting for an update. Right Honorable Speaker and members, a follow-up has been conducted on this matter, and the findings are as follows. On 1st June 2026, in Kiini village, Mukono district, a group of people led by Okero Nelson Alfred committed criminal trespass on the land measuring 101 acres belonging to St. Kizito, Kiini sub-parish. This prompted Reverend Father Kizito Anthony, the parish priest, to report the matter to Nagarama Police Station. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable members, the land was donated to the Catholic Church by the Kingdom of Uganda. Of the 101 acres, 29 acres were already occupied by squatters on the same church land. The church has recently commenced the process of documenting the land. Other suspects identified in addition to Okero Nelson Alfred include Nachimbegwe, I think Nachimbegwe Hadija, Katusabe Robinah, Nakamate Medi, Kizito Lawrence, Saka Patrick, Semakula Yasin, Kamia Hassan. The suspects claim ownership of the church land, some alleging to be first, second, or third generation of Chibanja owners or Chibanja holders. These Chibanja holders allegedly sold portions of the said land to Okero Nelson Alfred between March and May 2026. Further, on 6 May 2026, the LC3 chairperson of Kasau Sub-County and the RDC of Mukono held a meeting in the Kiagi village to conduct fact-finding on the conflict over the same church land. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable members, investigations were conducted and the case file has been sanctioned against the suspects. Government remains committed to protecting institutional land, including church land, from illegal encroachment. The relevant authorities will ensure due process is followed. The fifth question, Right Honorable Speaker, came from Mama Miria Chambade, MP Maogola North Constituency in PG District. That on 29th December, His Excellency the President pledged during his campaign rally in Mpigi to establish a ferry service for the people of Uyiga. And her prayer is that government should urgently establish a ferry connecting Ruvumbo landing site to Uyiga Island in Kamengo sub-county, Maokota North, citing the challenges faced by the island community in accessing essential services and markets, and the request that the ferry service be prioritized in the recent financial year's budget. Right Honorable Speaker and members, my response is that the Ministry of Works and Transport has a strategic plan to progressively connect all isolated communities that have been assessed and found to be technically and economically feasible for ferry connectivity. With regard to the proposed Buvumbo Buyiga Island ferry route, the Ministry of Works has included it among the other proposed ferry routes to undergo feasibility studies. The purpose of these studies is to establish technical, operational, economic, and financial feasibility of viability for the proposed ferry service and to determine the required ferry and associated infrastructure. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, the Ministry of Works and Transport is currently at the expression of interest stage for the selection of a suitable consultant to undertake the feasibility studies. The ministry targets to have the feasibility study findings completed before the end of this financial year. The findings will inform government's decision on the appropriate implementation options for the next phase of a ferry development, including the proposed Buvumbo Buyiga Island ferry connection. The sixth question came from Honorable Karungi, Annette Pamela, District Woman Representative, Kabarole District. The member raised a matter concerning the delayed works on rehabilitation and upgrade of Chegegwa Chenjojo Road. She requested, that is her prayer, for an upgrade, for an update on the matter. My response, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, is that following a presidential directive to engage China Communication Construction Company Limited, CCCC, for rehabilitating Chegegwa Chenjojo Road, government initiated direct procurement of CCC. The procurement process is currently at evaluation stage. To keep the road motorable, as the procurement is ongoing, the in-house team from the Ministry of Works and Transport commenced interim works on the site. The progress to date is as follows. Asphalt has been laid on 11 kilometers, like I said the other week. Works are currently progressing from Chegegwa towards the Mubende district. 3 kilometers have been processed towards Chenjojo district. The target is to lay 3 to 4 kilometers of asphalt every month until the full scope is completed. Government remains committed to the timely rehabilitation of this road and to improve connectivity and support trade in the region. The other question came from Honorable Motego Ronald Hanguja, MP Bunyore East Constituency. That Honorable Speaker and members, the Honorable says that the current makeshift timber crossing Manafa Bridge is unsafe. River Manafa, with its high discharge and recurrent flooding, has repeatedly eroded embankments and cut off access to essential services. And his prayer is, 1, government recognizes the urgent need for the construction of a bridge across River Manafa along Kachonga Moro Road in Butareja district as a matter of national importance. Number 2, prioritize detailed engineering design, hydrological and geotechnical studies, and environmental impact assessment in line with NEMA guidelines. Number 3, Parliament allocates the required resources to expedite the construction of the bridge. Number 4, that I coordinate and ensure timely implementation to save lives, restore connectivity, and strengthen the cost of the wall of the works is approximately 18 billion Uganda shillings. However, due to limited Kirungi Anet Pamela Kabarole, many villages, according to her, many villages remain without electricity. Arugongo sub-county, while areas connected to the national grid suffer. Response: that the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, with funding from Exim Bank of China, the African Development Bank, and the World Bank, has installed 26 kilometers of medium voltage lines at Kanyasehero, Kiguma Sel, Chiwera, Mukonomori, Chiguma, Nyakabira, Nyangu, Bwansiri, and Bwansiri 2. Further, government, with funding from World Bank and government of Uganda, through the electricity access scale-up project and the grid expansion to support Paris Development Model project, plans to install 64 kilometers of medium voltage lines and 63 kilometers of low voltage lines along with 50 distribution transformers. This will electrify a number of areas, including Kasenda Town Council, Arugongo sub-county. Government remains committed to extending electricity access to all productive zones and households in line with the Paris Development Model project. The other question came from Honorable Kitanywa Sowed, MP Busongola County North. He raised a matter concerning the issuing of the new national identity cards that need decentralization at parish level. And my response is, Right Honorable Speaker and members, that government acknowledges the burden faced by citizens who must travel long distances to access national identity card services. To address this, government is currently exploring the following proposals. 1, utilization of parish chiefs to support the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, in carrying out registration and mobilization at parish level. Number 2, a mass registration and issuance drive to reduce the number of unregistered Ugandans from 11.9 million to below 2 million, and unused cards from 7 million to less than 500. The expansion and full staffing of the NIRA structure from 571 to about 998 staff to ensure that at least 3 staff per district. Right, Honorable Speaker and members, once these proposals are approved by Cabinet, I will update this House on the implementation plan and timelines. However, government remains committed to ensuring that every Ugandan accesses identification services in a timely and convenient manner. The other question, Right Honorable Speaker and members, came from Honorable Vincent Freedom Kaheru, MP Chaka North, Chegegwa District. He says that there has been surge in insecurity in Chaka North over the last 2 months. The first incident happened on 17th May 2026 in Bwengiri A, Kalama Parish, Kasule sub-county. A family was attacked by unknown persons who wielded pangas, hammers, and nails. 4 family members were hurt and were admitted to move in the hospital. They are slowly recovering. Other similar incidents were reported to have occurred on 22nd May 2026 and 22nd June 2026 and 10th July 2026. The villages affected include Kakasoro, Chatamuteka, Rugara, Wenyenyi, patient, we shall go to his constituency and construct a health center for.
Thank you. Honorable Okweret. Okay.
Thank you. Just to supplement the Right Honorable Prime Minister, like I said yesterday, there is a project we are designing, and part of that project will be to upgrade health facilities in the country. And like the Prime Minister said, our policy is for every county or constituency to have a health center for. So soon, that project will be starting, and we shall see how to prioritize Agago district and his constituency.
Thank you. Honorable Ugadea.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. To the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the government has announced the coming El Ninos in the coming months or even weeks from now. But in my area, in Tajar Parish, which is in Kabutu sub-county, those are areas where the former speaker used to come from. There is normally the outbreak of water, which comes from River Sironko, and it affects the whole sub-county. That, of course, affects all the people from there. What efforts is government trying to put before the El Ninos come in to affect the people? Thank you.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker and members, yesterday, we had a meeting with the Ministry of Water and the Environment so that we can do the early warning systems such that members who are in those dangerous areas can evacuate quickly before they die. Because we have seen water washing away people, and I have witnessed a number of things. So we are upgrading our early warning equipment so that we can warn our people early enough.
Okay. Honorable Marks.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Right Honorable Prime Minister, toward the end of last financial year, Minister of Energy delivered 5 transformers at Nagongara Power Substation in my constituency. And we thank government for that. 1 transformer was installed at Bolimo Trading Center and it's operational. People are happy. Unfortunately, 2 grew wings and flew away. but there are two still idle there. Why can't Minister of Energy install these transformers, one to serve the sub-county headquarters of Nagongara, Nagongara Police Station, and then Bolimo, not Bolimo, but Onwekere Trading Center. And then the other, take it to Mboya Trading Center, to serve Mboya Trading Center, Rukuli Trading.
Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker, I will answer that question through an experience. Last week, a contractor in my constituency was taking away poles at night. They had put poles somewhere, and they brought vehicles at night. Our villagers arrested everybody. The villagers themselves, in a place called in Impasana sub-county.
You need to really whip that ministry. We want to feel them. We want to see them. Yes, we want to feel them. Yes, Doctor, Chair, Education, Health.
Yeah, thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity.
Feel them. Yes, Doctor, Chair, Education, Health.
Yeah, thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Right Honorable Prime Minister, I rise to make an appeal on behalf of the Rwenzururu Kingdom ex-servicemen who were integrated in civil service in Kasese. At some time, they were then retrenched. It was a protracted and long discussion and engagement with government, but to cut it short, the president directed that these people be paid their pension and gratuity in late 2024. The directive went to Minister of Public Service and Minister of Finance. Verification has been made, but to date, they remain unpaid, and some of them are ailing, some of them are dying off. I stand to appeal that.
Right Honorable Speaker and members, I commit to follow up.
Bovuma, there are more people with questions that have not gone this side. Can you keep it within 1 minute?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Judith Naguja, Bovuma. I would like to thank government for the oil palm projects in Bovuma. It has surely transformed